This story uncovers how two men lost their Instagram accounts at the click of a button and how you can prevent it from happening. Phishing is a cyber scam in Australia. The Australian Government and the Australian Cyber Security Centre released an article stating that fraudulent messages, or lures, have transitioned to instant messaging and social media platforms. Matt Crawford had his account hacked after Instagram alerted him to an unknown source trying to log into his account. The hacker messaged Matt through his direct messages asking him to screenshot a link, which gave them full access to his details.
I believe what they did then was they tried to reset my password using the forgot my password thing on Instagram, and then using two-factor authentication, it automatically, Instagram sent me a text saying click on this link to confirm that it's you. Trying to reset you, but it didn't say to reset your password. It just said to connect to Instagram. So I think they kind of leveraged that ambiguity of that message, but it's a form of identity theft, which I've looked up, and apparently that's not actually a federal crime in Australia at the moment. I think
Kathy from ID Care, which is a registered Australian charity, has a broad scale of knowledge and experience dealing with cybercrime incidents such as Matt and John's.
ID Care has a national case management centre where people who've experienced identity theft or been involved in some kind of scam or cybercrime contact our free 1-800 number, and they report what's happened, and then we provide them with guidelines on what to do next. They'll get a message from a friend saying that they're having problems getting it into their Instagram account. Can that person help them? And then they're asked to either take a screenshot of a text that they receive or perhaps download a link. And what they don't realize is what they're actually accessing or sharing with the person who, it's not their friend's account has been hacked, is they're sharing the codes to get into their own account, and they end up becoming another victim. And then what will happen is the person has access to their account, and then they share it to all their contacts. So that's how the scam continues. Yeah. And so my role with the team in the Identity Security Operations Centre is look through the case notes, try and identify trends and issues of concern that are then used for insights that are provided to government and organisations. I've moved a little bit outside of ISOC now into more of a video and content creation. And then I guess I look for those interesting case studies and try and share them either via social media as a warning for others or through our newsletter, as well as through various media platforms to increase awareness.
John Stagliano was soon hacked after Matt, and he too lost full access to the photos.
But it was along the lines of, could you please vote for me in an online influencer awards or something like this? And I remember it being like, it was early, like on a Monday morning, so I was doing 1,000 things. I just sort of looked at it and went, oh, okay, yeah, that seems reasonable for Matt to be asking me that. I've since switched on all the two-factor authorizations on all my social media and other platforms that I use. I've switched on all the security, and I didn't know this until I'd spoken to Matt, is there's actually third-party verification apps you can get now, which spit out a code every time you want to log into something like that. And without that code, you can't get it.
And I guess what's really difficult is that a lot of people don't have two-factor authentication set up on their account. And the first thing that the scammer does, or the hacker does, is sets it up for them. So they're locked out of their account with the safety mechanisms designed to protect their account. Longer that we need to think of cyber safety a bit like personal safety. So we know that even though we live in a fabulous country and 99.9% of people are good, we still should be locking our doors. And when it comes to the online world, it's even more risky.